Most people try to regulate their emotions when things are already falling apart. That's like trying to install brakes while the car is skidding. Regulation is not something you decide in the moment. It's capacity, and capacity is trained outside the crisis.
I'd like to now go over 3 different practices that matter the most. There are many things parents could do. And before I give examples, I want to be very clear about something. These practices are not limited to moments with your child. In fact, if you only practice them during parenting stress, you're training under maximum load, which is the hardest place to learn anything. The goal is to build capacity everywhere with your child, with your partner, at work, in traffic, in small daily frustration. Because a nervous system doesn't care where it trains, it just learns patterns. Now, here is what these practices look like in real life. These 3 create the largest change with the least complexity. Practice number 1, this is a reaction delay. So once per day, try to delay a non-urgent reaction. Not forever, not passively, just pause. Just a pause. 1 breath, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. That pause is not for your child, it's for your nervous system. You are teaching it, I can hold emotional charge without discharging it immediately. That is emotional practice. And if you do nothing else, please do this. This is about delaying a non-urgent reaction. So with a child, when your child drops something on purpose and looks at you, instead of reacting immediately, you pause for 1 breath before speaking. That pause isn't permissive. It's training your system to hold emotional charge. Outside parenting, you get an email that irritates you. Instead of replying immediately, wait for 60 seconds. It's the same skill, same training, just a different environment. A practice number 2 that you could potentially do is body first, words second. Most parents speak too early. Instead, practice this sequence. Lower your shoulders, soften your jaw, and slow your breath. Then speak. You're not calming your child yet. You are proving to your own system that it can downshift on command. Words only work after the system has settled. This is about regulating your body before you communicate. So when you're with a child and your child starts whining, before you say anything, lower your shoulders, soften your face, slow your breath, and then respond. Your body tells the story before your words do. And outside parenting, if someone interrupts you in a meeting, for example, before responding, you notice your posture, release the tension, and then speak from a settled state. Again, same system, different context. In the third practice you could do, this could be where you let a mild discomfort finish its cycle. So this is where regulation is quietly built or quietly destroyed. Not all discomfort needs intervention. So whining, minor frustration, disappointment. Some emotions need fixing, others need finishing. When you allow mild discomfort to pass without rushing in, you're teaching 2 things at once. To your child, this is tolerable. To yourself, I don't need to escape this feeling. That widens the tolerance in both systems. This is about tolerating non-dangerous emotional states. With a child, when your child is frustrated because something didn't work, you don't rush to fix it. You can stay present and let the feeling pass. You're not ignoring it. You are allowing completion. Outside parenting, you feel awkward or annoyed in a social interaction. Instead of escaping the situation or over explaining, just let the discomfort exist briefly. You're expanding the tolerance. Train regulation where it's easy so that it's available when it's hard. And the following is key. This is a feedback loop that you need to establish. Before we go any further, there's something crucial to understand. None of what I just described works without a feedback loop. Most people don't fail because they refuse to practice. They fail because they forget. And then they forget that they forgot. Days go by, reactions feel normal, and without any feedback, you have no idea whether anything is changing. So the goal isn't perfection, it is awareness. Even if you miss all of these three practices on a given day, simply noticing how you reacted and being honest about it is already a progress, because feedback is what turns that effort into learning. Without feedback, there is no way to tell whether your system is becoming more stable or just repeating the same pattern with better intentions. So build a reminder, a mental check, a note at the end of the day, and ask yourself a few questions. Did I notice my reactions today? What emotional load makes me lose regulation faster? Time pressure, public settings, mess, resistance, perhaps feeling disrespected. This is not a self-criticism, it is engineering. Bridges aren't shamed for swaying, they're reinforced when the load concentrates. You do the same. Why this changes more than parenting? This work doesn't stop with your kids. The emotional capacitance you build at home shows up in meetings, in conflicts, in leadership, in social pressure, in professional decision making. People with high emotional capacitance don't rush to defend themselves, don't escalate under stress, don't leak tension into every interaction. Most leadership failures are not knowledge problems, they're overload problems. This is parenting work and it is life work. So, what does progress actually look like? Progress doesn't look like perfect calm. It looks like slower reactions, smaller spikes, shorter escalations, faster recovery, less shame afterward. In engineering terms, you're not eliminating noise, you are increasing the system's ability to absorb it. I want to close with the following. You do not become a regulated parent by trying harder in the hardest moments. You become one by training your own system when nothing is on fire. No shortcuts, no hacks, no identities to perform, just slow and patient construction, because the system you build now is the system that your child will grow inside and eventually carry into the world. Thank you again for watching and for your time, and I hope you have a great day ahead.